Hello again and welcome to the Queen Amina Show. I know I was here a little earlier and we spoke to a young, handsome, gentle boy that was walking us through the power of words. Back again on the show is a panel of a whole young new people that are going to be talking about the stigma, around clothing. I hope you guys are ready with your questions and we are going to have a discussion, just our own opinion, nothing more. So let me bring everybody back on. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Queen Amina Show.
Hi.
Awesome. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let each person introduce themselves. That way I don't say something that is not correct. And before we go on, I just want to give a big shout out to drdpuretrim.com. She is sponsoring our show the whole week. Can you believe that? She's making it possible for Queen Amina Show to air every day for 7 days. Thank you,
Wow.
Dr. D. So yeah, if you guys want any information about her product, please by all means visit our website at www.drbpuretrim.com. So we have some people in our team that is for dressing whatever you want to wear, and someone is saying no, you are supposed to wear a certain thing at a certain time. So first I'll start with Ada. Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hi, my name is Ada. I am the founder of ZTQ Jewels, a self-love jewelry brand that's all about helping women through their self-love journey. I'm also a student at the University of Toronto, Mississauga.
Thank you. And Fasa.
Hi guys, my name is Basa. I'm University of Toronto, Mississauga. I'm also the founder of the show's daughter, Queen's oldest daughter. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Cholo, please go ahead.
Hi, my name is Tolu. I'm the co-founder of NZ. It's a social marketplace to shop sustainably and connect with like-minded people. I'm also a fourth year student at the University of Toronto. So, and yeah, for people who wear anything they want to wear. So, it's
Awesome. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Hi everyone, my name is Emmanuel.
Can you speak up? Speak up a little bit.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Emmanuel. I'm currently still in high school. I'm in grade 12. I'm in my final year. I'm 17, turning 18 soon. At my school, student council president, influencer. Really passionate about leadership and helping people achieve their goals and fulfill their destinies. And I think it's a pleasure to be here today among such amazing panelists. Thank you, Philomena, for having me.
Awesome. And our beautiful lady on the side, Sister Blessing.
Hello, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
How are you doing? My name is Blessing Chukwu. I live in United States of America. I am the
Sister
founder
Blessing,
of
you're breaking
Happiness.
up.
I'm breaking out. Okay, can you all hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now.
better. Okay, hello. My name is Blessing Chukwu. I live in United States, and I'm the founder of Helping Hands Home Health Care LLC. Also, the founder of One Word Foundation International and Global Inc. to support the less privileged, especially the girl child.
Thank you so much, everyone, for connecting on the Queen Amina show today. Just give me one quick minute. We have our final guest waiting somewhere in the La La Land. I need to get her on board. Nina. Please. Please, you guys go ahead and share the broadcast. Invite your friends. We want to see their comment at the comment section so we can take questions. So share the link. They just need to go to YouTube and type in Queen Amina Show, and they will see the live broadcast right there. Second link just sent. All right, guys. So today we're going to be discussing what should people wear, not just youth. But we want to talk from how the young adults see the clothing that are trending, things that people are wearing. There's something going on right now that some students in Quebec are wearing short skirts to school. And their point is people should not be judged based on what they are wearing. So boys can wear skirts, doesn't matter. Girls can wear skirts, doesn't matter. Just as boys wear pants and girls wear pants. I'm gonna start with you. I really have to have everybody's name on on here so that way I don't call somebody something else. Ada, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay.
What do you think should be the right things to wear for a girl or a boy? Does it matter if a boy is wearing a skirt or a girl is wearing a pant?
For me, it's like it's your preference. So, what you like to wear is purely like it's on your body, so it's your choice, right? I don't have any say on what color lip gloss you like and what color eyeshadow you like. So why should I have anything on what you wear? Like it's up to you. You're a different entity from me, so what can I do? I'm not going to beat you because you're wearing skirts. Like, yeah.
So if my daughter brings me to you now and I have half of my cleavage open, I'm wearing a bomb short, and then maybe I have some hat and some long big jewelry, and then I show up at your school as your
Mm.
friend's mother, you
Mhm.
don't care.
I don't care. Like I know Fasa, I know the type of person she is. So you must be a beautiful woman because you raised such a beautiful daughter. Like it's not appearance is nothing to me. It's like what who the person is. So like if that's what you like to wear, who am I to judge? Yeah.
Wow. Fasa, what's your opinion?
I think for me, I'm like what I a lot of what I've been studying too in university. A lot of my classes are surrounding like stigma and stereotypes and what people have grown up with learning. So for me, I see the whole situation as it like what Ada was saying, like it doesn't matter, it's your own preference on what you want to wear. But because we grew up in a society where like showing skin, for example, is a bad thing, like girls that show skin wear short shirts and short pants and short skirts and stuff like that. They're not Christian, they're bad children, they want like attention from other people. So for me, I just see it as whatever you want to wear, it's fine. There shouldn't be any stereotypes behind what people wear, and there shouldn't be stigma around what people wear. But because of the society that we grew up in, and the households that we grew up in as Nigerians too, it's seen as a bad thing and it's looked down upon. And I think it shouldn't be looked down upon.
Okay, Tolu, welcome, Nena.
Right. Before we really talk about this, I think it's very important to even consider who made it so. Who said the woman
Uh, that
shouldn't?
was going to that was going to be my next questions, but go ahead. It's good you pick it up.
It's who made it so, right? It's delusional, to be honest, because even the Scots, some of the Scottish wear skirts too. They wear kilts, and no one judges them for wearing skirts because it's accepted in their culture. When you look at this from another perspective, you can see that we're just trying to impose things on people, on people, on who or what we think they should be or what they should wear. I don't think anyone should be able to do that. Even if you walk naked, I don't care. It's your life. It's yeah, I don't care because it's your life. That's what you're choosing to do, right? I mean, Adam and Eve were born naked. It was shame that made them cover themselves, like right. So I really don't care. I think anyone should wear whatever they want to wear because it's their life. Like they're not affecting me by being naked. So why should I care?
Okay, that's interesting. I'm really interested in how we're going to crack this down. But one thing I
But
know
one thing
is
I know
what I
is
do
what
affects
I do
you. directly or indirectly. But we're gonna figure that out. Imagine what's your take on this? Why am I echoing back? What the?
Go on, sister, preach on. Mm-hmm.
Emmanuel,
Preach it.
what's your take on this?
I think at the end of the day, it is your decision whether you want to wear. But I think you also have to think of the bigger picture.
Hold on 1 second. Something is echoing. Did somebody have two devices open?
Try muting yourself. Like mute the computer maybe.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
And so I think someone has there's someone.
Yeah, if you have two devices open, it's gonna echo.
I think it's good now.
Okay, go ahead, Emmanuel. It's good now.
Yeah, as I was saying, I said, I think at the end of the day, yeah, it's your choice to wear whatever you want to wear, but I think you also have to think of the big picture. The way you dress, it really dictates how people treat you as a human being. So I mean, if you do want to dress um naked, like you said, I mean that's your decision to make, but just know at the end of the day, the way you dress, you really you're giving people the way to treat you. They're gonna treat you the way you express yourself to them. So I mean, if you do go naked, I mean, people are gonna have a. That's when people are gonna have a thinking about who you are when that's not really showing who you are as a person. So I think you want to dress as to what you believe you are as a person. So I think if you conduct yourself the way you want to be treated, I think that's really giving people a real idea of who you are as a person, other than deciding to dress other than what you are as a person. And I also think what's it called? Some codings, of course, it's also conducive for who we are. The gender, some dresses, of course, is conducive for us as genders. I think some clothes, of course, they they're conducive for structures as whether it being a male or a female. So I think that's where clothing come in. But I think at the end of the day, it is your decision. Wear whatever you want at the end of the day, but just know there's consequences to your actions. I think that's the real message.
That's a very, very valid point. I see three hands raising to that effect, Manuel. But before I go there, Nena, she's one of our panelists, and Nena is neutral. Nena is neutral. So
Hi, everyone.
before I let them respond to what Manuel is saying, what is your opinion? Sister Blessing is frozen. Nena, what's your opinion?
Hello.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you so much, the Queen Amina Show, for hosting us and for having us. And this is such a great topic for us to share. And like they say, iron sharpened
Sister
iron.
Blessing, can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was asking you to speak, but you were frozen. So after Nena,
Okay, no problem.
and you guys, Tolu and Ada and Sasha, hold your thoughts, please.
Okay, so my own opinion, pretty much, I went to do some studying as to why these gentlemen decide to wear skirts, right? What made them do that? They had two objectives. The first one was to fight hypersensitivity, or hypersexualization of women's bodies, and then the second one was to break down this society, that we have to think that women must wear a certain thing and only men can wear certain things. So I really think that everything comes down to being appropriate when it comes to dress code. For instance, I will go to the beach and I can wear a bikini. I will not go to church and wear a bikini. Does that make sense? So it's about, in my opinion, it's about being appropriate for the occasion. So.
Okay, Sister Blessing.
Wow, that's all great insights. And well, I believe that your dressing tells who you are. The way you dress tells who you are and what kind of person that you are. It doesn't matter if it's trending or not trending. And there's a way that you can mix up everything that you want to wear and make it still look, you still have to look presentable. I don't believe that a man should wear a skirt. Yes, in Scotland, that is their culture. Culture is different from, because that's what they wear all their life and all that. But doesn't make it like a man should wear a skirt and a woman, where a woman can wear a pants, because the thing is that when you live in a Western world where it's cold in some season and all that, but then depending on the kinds of pants you're wearing and what you're like Sister Nena said, if you're going to the gym or you're going to the like to the like if it's summertime, you're in the beach or something like that, so you wear something appropriate for that. But then there are some inappropriate dressing even at the beach, even though they are wearing beach clothes. You can still wear clothes that are covering, you know what I mean, and very appropriate for the beach side. And then also you can wear something appropriate when you go to the gym, because how you dress really, it might not be who you are though, but people will look at you and say, wow, so it's all about values. It's all about, how do you want to represent yourself and who you are? Because as you grow up and grow into it, you want to really be well coordinated and well dressed. So
Awesome. Ada, I'm going to let you speak to that. Thank you so much, Star Blessing.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Ada.
Okay. I feel like to address Sister Blessing's opinion, I feel like the thing I got out of that is that the perception, the reason behind why people dress has changed from your generation to our generation. Because the reason why, let me say, back then people dressed how they dressed was because it was acceptable to, like, oh, it was appropriate for that occasion, or they wanted to be seen a certain way. But in our generation, the reason why we dress how we want is because we want to express ourselves. Like, it's a form of expression, it's a form of, oh, I want to be comfortable. Like, I don't really care about like what people are saying. I just want to be me. That type of situation. And in terms of it, dressing for you for the occasion, like the term appropriate. I feel like the term appropriate is subjective. Like, what I see as appropriate might not be appropriate for you. Like, so I feel like that's where that disconnect is happening. That, let's say I want to wear a hat to the beach, like a winter hat to the beach. It might be okay for me, but when you see me wearing a winter hat to the beach, it's like, is that really okay? Like, is she good? Like that. So I feel like the reason behind dressing has changed, and that's why you're seeing a change in, like, the new generation is just like, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. Like, it's like kind of like a rebellion, like a small rebellion that's like, I want to express myself. You have no say over what I'm wearing because this is who I am, what I like, stuff like that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was
In response to Emmanuel or Blessing.
Yeah, I was basically like gonna say the same thing. The like not I guess analogy, but like situation I was gonna bring up is like so different things. So like Black people versus white people, for example. So if a Black person now comes to an interview with braids or like dreadlocks and stuff like that, they're like, because of society, and like because Black people are a minority in a society, like a Western society and stuff like that, it's seen as like inappropriate for Black people to wear braids or dreadlocks. It's messy. It's like things like that. And they won't get a job, something like that. And it's the same thing with like women and men. So like if a woman wears a particular thing, like in like situations where like people are like raped or sexually assaulted, in those situations a man will say, oh, because the woman wore a certain thing, that's why it was okay for sexual assault or rape to happen, because the woman was wearing a certain thing. So for me, I completely like disagree with that, like completely disagree with that, because I feel like it doesn't matter what you wear. Like what you wear shouldn't be a reflection of who you are as a person and who you are. So like for me, for example, my mom tells me this all the time that we shouldn't be wearing shirts with like our belly showing or like our chest showing or our arm showing. Even I put on ripped jeans this morning and my mom looked at my jeans and she was like, "What is that? Like, why are you like wearing ripped jeans? Like, it's so unkept and stuff like that." So even though I'm wearing like ripped jeans or I'm wearing a shirt that like my belly is showing or my chest is showing, it's not a reflection of who I am. Like, I'm still a Christian. I still go to church every Sunday. I still pray. I still read my Bible. I still believe in God. And just because I'm wearing a crop top or wearing ripped jeans or I'm exposing a little bit of my body doesn't mean I'm less of that, or doesn't mean that I'm being inappropriate or I don't believe in God at all. I'm rebelling against Christianity and stuff like that.
Hey, Jehovah, oh, help me, oh. No, they charge well. Tolu, what's your thing?
I
What's
mean,
your thing?
what Ada said was very valid in the sense that the issue appropriate is subjective, just like the issue
We're,
wayward.
we're losing you. You're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
better.
you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I said what Ada said is valid in the sense that the issue appropriate is subjective, because just like the issue waywardness is subjective too. If I ask you what we would consider being wayward, you will probably tell me a myriad of things that I probably won't agree with. But that's just me. And so the sense is that someone who also shares a different belief from you is sitting down somewhere and saying this is what you should wear. One person, not a consensus. So it's kind of like that's why I would never agree with anything society does, because it's not it is our number one. Society can never share a common view to begin with, because we all have our own this thing, and that's why it's important for us to not judge people or impose our own standards of how we want to live our own lives on someone else, because someone might not want to live that life. It's not a must that they must do that, and that's why we all have to be. I mean, we can try. This is it's sad, but it's the world we live in that we judge people based on these things. Like she was saying, she was like you would see somebody and be like, oh, okay, she's at the beach, she's wearing this and that, so she's probably this kind of person, right? But she might just want to express herself.
Better answer.
I've decided to, at the time I followed my dad's day off, and I wore slippers, and everyone there was looking at me in a weird way. I was just trying to be comfortable because I know I was going to be there for a long time. But at the same time, they were looking at me like, someone even came up to me and was like, don't you know you're in the office? And I was like, what's your business? It's what, how does wearing the slippers affect my presence being here? Does it stop me from being does it make me more or less productive? If the answer is no, my job here is to work. So why does me wearing the slippers concern you? Why does my hair being red or blue concern you if I'm still doing what you want me to do, which is the job? So I think
Okay.
sometimes we just have to like place our priorities in the right places, if anything, to be honest. Well,
There was
yeah.
something that Emmanuel said that is very, very important. I'm here to learn from you guys, and I hope at the end of today,
Yes.
God will help you guys to learn from us too. And like
Thank
I said, I'm almost 50 years old. One more year, I'll be 50. I don't know how old the other two ladies are, but they are close to me, my age. So we've lived 50 years on earth. So we've seen the bell-bottom pants you guys are wearing now. We've
Yes.
seen this ripped jeans. It was
Yes.
attached to crazy people smoking India hemp.
Yes.
Those days.
Yes. Yes.
We've seen crop top, half blouse. We call it half blouse those days, right? So we've seen all of that. Emmanuel said something that was very profound. He said, whatever you do, there are consequences. So now, Tolu, you gave an example of, and you guys can jump in. Everybody is free to jump in when you want to talk. Tolu, you said something about going to your dad's office, wearing a slippers and trying to be comfortable and whatever thing you were wearing. You see that people saw you right away and they were wondering, like, what is going on? So you were prejudged. Let me tell you one thing, that we're all Christians and we're comfortable. We're not preaching, but my reference is always to this. When God created man, In the Bible, he told us, he said, he puts beautiful things, and I'm breaking the words down so that the layman can understand. He puts beautiful things in an earthen vessel. Earthen vessel is very ugly. Is a clay pot that is not glittery and painted and designed. It's very ugly. But inside that earthen vessel is treasure. Why did God do that? The Bible teaches us that he puts that beautiful treasure inside that earthen vessel so it's not attracted to the enemy, which is the devil, to go steal that treasure from there. So he keeps that treasure there until it's time to get released, then he released it. Now, how does that relate to what we wear? The way it relates to what we wear is, especially you young adults, as you are growing up, a real man does not want to see the body of the woman before he gets married to that woman. In those days, we hide our body. When people are pregnant, you will wear one long thing to cover the pregnancy until it's time to deliver that baby. Some people won't even know the woman is pregnant.
Yes.
Why do we do that? We did that not because society said, or not because, like my sister Ada said, my daughter, I can give birth to you, I'm sure. Ada said, what did she say again? There was something you said. I didn't write it down, but yeah, I remember. You said that you wear whatever you want, not because society said that, is because that's you. But in those days, we don't wear it because it's us. We don't wear it because society says so. We wear it because it's just the right thing to do. Now, my question that I would throw back out at you guys is, who says that wearing pants is for boys and skirts for girls? Before we even go to start discussing this, where did it come from?
Okay, for us, I'll answer that. For us, we're growing up.
This echoing is driving me
We're
crazy.
growing up. Maybe because there's a lot of people.
Turn down your volume, sister. Once the volume is up anywhere, it echoes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's better. Can you
Much
guys?
better.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead.
So, like us, back home, it's just the norm that a girl is set up a different way, a guy is set up a different way, and when you wear that, when you wear that which belongs to a man, like back home right now, even though I am married, I have children. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law are still alive. You know, when I go to the village, I don't bring pants, trouser. That's what I mean. I don't know what you guys call it in Canada. We call it pants, yeah, trouser. So you don't wear pants or trouser to the village. I don't do that. You know what I mean? I'm a grown woman and I can make my own decision. I can do my own plan because it's a cultural thing that I do not wear. I can go to Lagos and I wear it. Once I get into that plane to go to the village, I have to go change my clothes and make sure that I'm either wearing a dress. Actually, right now, my mother-in-law.
Blessing. Is it because of culture or because you want to wear a dress to the village?
Well,
are you wearing the dress to the village because your culture don't accept it? Because these children don't have any culture right now. They are living in the 21st century.
Exactly. My culture doesn't allow it. That's my mother-in-law's place. They don't allow that. But
okay, so that has nothing to do with you.
Yes.
If you have your choice, you will wear pants, correct?
No, not really. If I go to the village,
excuse me?
No, I would not. I would not wear pants if I go to the village, especially to my husband's people. Because
I understand that. But my question to you is, if you have a choice, if it's more comfortable for you, if it's your choice, would you wear a pant? Because what you're saying is you can't wear the pant because it's culturally not acceptable. But what I'm saying is these children today, they don't live in any culture. They're living in the 21st century.
Yes,
so what choices do they have? The culture don't define anything they wear. They're free to wear whatever they want to wear. So my question today on this topic is, how do we see what they are wearing as a problem or a tag on them? Is it their fault? Like my daughter rightly said, when you go to the stores, all you have is this crop top. Every store, even the adult ones now, you hardly find anything decent except you have a tailor to make for you. Most of the things I wear, I have a tailor. And talk
Yes.
of tailors, those days, what we wear was dress and tie your hair until the devil became the tailor now. So all the things that they are sewing now too, it's all cropped up and everything.
But you
How
can
do we
choose
help
what you
our
sew.
young adults? That's my question. How do we
We
help
help
them
them.
to
Queen, let me
see
jump in
that?
here. Why are you
Please go
assuming that the
ahead.
young adults want to be helped? Why
Yes.
are you guys so sure that you people are we're doing the right thing?
Exactly.
I have a question.
Why do you think? Because I'm going somewhere. Because right, okay, let me just tell a story. Two stories. I mean, I went out with
Please, you
some
guys jump in
friends.
at any time. Emmanuel, the floor is open.
I went out with a girlfriend and she was telling me about her child. And her child is about the same age as my kids, about 7, 8, thereabouts. So I was like, "Oh, how's your child?" And she's like, "Oh, the other day he wanted to be a girl and he dressed up as a girl. And when we met another time, this same child is still confused." So this is where the transgender issue comes in. And I have grown up in Africa. So I've grown up in Nigeria with you guys too. So I know what it means when police will carry you because they saw you wearing tight skirts. You cannot go to Ojuelegba. I don't know if you guys know where Ojuelegba is. That's the market. And then you say you're wearing when they sing that poche for you, or you are wearing short shimmy. I don't know. These are all the stories that we grew up with. Now, where I want to land, so like I'm not for, I'm not against, I'm right in the middle. Where I want to land for you young people is the fact that this is the age of social media, internet age. Anything you put out there is going to be out there for the next 20 years. I can tell you that there must have been things that me and Queen must have won when we were going for party those days that nobody will see today. However, today, and it will be there 20 years. Like if I tell you that blackface that the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had will come back 30, 20 years after to haunt him, would you guys believe it?
Yeah.
No.
So those are the things that's my own thought in that about being appropriate. If you're at the beach, by all means wear your bikini. If you are going to home to the village, please cover yourself
Yes.
appropriately. Just don't forget who you are. That's
Yes.
pretty much it.
Yes.
One
Like
thing that I agree with though is what Ada and Tolu are saying, that what you wear shouldn't define who you are. But the truth is,
no.
what you wear truly today defines who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because people judge the book by the cover,
Cover. Yeah.
because it's what they see, your first impression of who. For example, Ada, I'm meeting you for the first time on this video call. And the moment you come on video call, you have pink, blue, green on your face, then lipstick, maybe yellow, then your hair is knocked up somehow, then you're wearing some things and carrying a big cigar in your hand.
Una don't start
Food
again.
for thought.
Queen, una don't come again. Like,
You see what I'm saying?
yes, and I'm saying to you guys, we have to break those barriers, especially for our young women. It is not right that a man will earn $1 and a girl is earning 0.7 to that $1. And that is because we keep on putting all these barriers to our women. Take, for instance, Kamala Harris just had a debate. Now, she's a black woman. Just the fact that she looks like him like this, because the man was, Mr.
Excuse me,
Pence
I'm
was saying,
speaking.
exactly. And people took offense to her facial expression because she didn't say a word though. If she talk, problem. If she not talk, problem. So my point is, we have to begin to break those barriers for women, especially us as black women, and let our girls fly, let them thrive, let them live, let them experience the world. Please.
How does letting the girls leave affect, I mean, have to do with boys wearing skirts? Go ahead, Tolu.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't really hear that. You cracked in. Can you repeat that? It was echoing. Sorry.
No, what I'm saying is allowing the girls to leave is one thing. Boys wearing skirts is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
How
Um,
does how does that connect?
Oh, okay. You probably Tolu, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to jump you in. Okay, go ahead. I'll come back. I can always come back.
um,
Emmanuel, you're too quiet for my liking.
it's more of a cultural thing. 'Cause if I wear a skirt today, people will probably see me as less masculine. It's not
Okay.
is the idea that men have to be. That's why I said back to the idea that men have to be this. Throughout history, men have always ruled and have proposed laws as to what should be. You think what you think is right, but somebody else dictated that, and that was most probably another man who wasn't comfortable with women expressing themselves. So you telling me today that it's like that's why I can never say women wearing a dress should be right. Because how do I even know what is right? That's where we have to get back.
Mm.
How do I even know what is right? You say what dress the way dress responsible. What is responsible? Someone didn't feel comfortable with what he thought was irresponsible and decided to say, okay, these are the guidelines as to what general population should follow. And that's why I would never want to impose anything on anybody because we're all distinct and unique human beings. And I don't think one guideline can apply to everybody without causing friction. Because if we continue to work like this, the world can never be inclusive and equal.
I
Okay.
agree. Go ahead, Ada.
Oh, okay, Ada, go ahead.
And I feel like, especially with Nigerians, I'm tailoring back to when Tolu said he wore slippers to his dad's office, right? And people were like looking at him like, ah, is this guy mad? So it's like, if Tolu, it's the society basically. Us as Nigerians, we have grown up with the mindset that everything that is against our religion is bad. Like when I say that, I mean like for example, oh, he's meant to be composed. Like if you're not, everything is tied to religion basically. Like we see, let's say somebody that has a mental issue on the road and say, oh, he was possessed by juju caught him or something like that. Like is there's a disconnect there. So it's like like okay, why should I believe you if everything you say is there's no fact behind it? Like how can I come to Canada and realize that now people are only mad in Nigeria, not because of juju, but because they actually have mental health issues that nobody is addressing. And I should believe that, oh, I should wear this because that is right. But like there's a trust factor inside there. And also it's like I feel the reason why actually Nigerian mothers, African mothers everywhere are so concerned about their children, especially the ones that they send abroad, is because of men. How we, I don't know. One of the reasons I feel like how we mothers are teaching us how to dress is because of how men are going to view us, and that is part of like why some women nowadays are dressing how they want to dress because you're like, why am I being oppressed by another gender? Like, why do I have to protect? Why can't you teach your sons to not look at us a certain way or rape us just because of how we are dressing? Do we rape you guys how because of how you are dressing? Like, why is there that's sort of was we're inferior? Like we have to dress to please you so that you won't like invoke violence upon us, that you won't like rape us just because we're showing our stomach. Nothing sexual is there, just our stomach. And you're saying, oh, it's because of how I dress. That's why you have violated me. That doesn't sit
I'm
well in my mind. So it's like,
looking at this. I'm
yeah.
looking at this. I'm looking at this comment right now.
Tolu,
Oh,
Tolu,
yeah.
Tolu. Fasa, take your point, your viewpoint. Tolu, when is your birthday? Just
July,
the day, not huh?
oh, of July 14.
Okay, so next year July we are sewing a skirt and a blouse for you, and I'm going to come dress you. I am personally hosting a birthday party for
Bet,
you.
bet.
We'll see how that feels. Go
I
ahead,
know, right?
Fasa.
I was gonna say, I think like everybody has already kind of said it, and from like everybody's different
Fasa, we can
viewpoints.
only see your head.
Oh, yeah, cause I can't. Is that better?
There.
Okay, I was saying like, just to bring like what everybody's saying together, it mainly depends on like how we were raised. So for me, like I was raised completely in Canada, like my entire life, like I've been here, and the society that I was raised in is different from the society that my mom was raised in, or Auntie Blessing was raised in, or Auntie Nana was raised in. So like, and like what Auntie Blessing was saying, that when she goes home, she's comfortable wearing a skirt home and she won't wear a pant. For me, and probably Ada and Tolu as well, like because we're predominantly raised here, if I went back to Nigeria now, there's no way that if someone told me, "Oh, you have to wear a skirt, like you can't wear a pant to go back to Nigeria and go back to the village and stuff like that," I would contest, because that's not something that I was raised with, and something that that's normal for me. So like for my mom, for instance, it's not, she wasn't raised to think that ripped jeans, crop tops, that's okay for girls to wear. But for me, and like for young adults in our society today, that's okay, and that's what's normal for everybody. It's fine, like it's not seen as a bad thing. So I think that like as the generation is like going up now, like our own children, how we um like see our own children dressing will be different how our parents saw us dressing.
So Fasa, my question to you is, what happened to you are of this, you are in this world but not of the world? Because everything that you guys are saying right now is based on your environment that you find
Mhm,
yourself, your society
mhm,
defines what you wear. That's what you guys are saying. How about
mhm.
your own choices? Does it matter where you
Exactly.
grew up? Does
Mhm.
it matter the people around you? Does it matter the group of friends you have? How about what you believe in? Do you believe in going around naked, or do you believe in going around covered? Does that matter? So yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
Um,
Oh wait.
that was it. Yeah.
Oh,
Go
me?
ahead, Tolu, Ada, anybody. Sister
Oh,
Blessing, Nena, you guys jump
Um,
in. This
Yeah,
is
I
a
let them
discussion for
finish.
all
I
of
have
us.
something that I want to say so that
okay.
we can address the responsible dressing.
Okay.
I have something to say about
Responsible
responsible
defined by
dressing.
you.
Okay. So you want to
Not
go?
by me, but
You,
just
you want to
it's
go?
just that you want me to go, Tolu?
I don't
No,
mind if you.
let them finish.
Okay, Tolu, why don't you finish and I'll go?
Okay. I wanted to
I
go back
don't think
to.
Tessa is finished. Are you done?
I
no,
wanted.
both can talk. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I wanted to
okay.
go back to what Fasa said.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry.
First, let me correct one misconception. I wasn't predominantly raised in Canada.
Oh,
I I was raised in Nigeria for I'm 19 years now, and
Mm,
I left Nigeria when I was 16.
okay.
I've been back two times since I
Mm.
left. So I because when I got here, that I knew that half of the things I was told was a lie, because there
Ah,
was oh no 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 it's back to my own like listening. Because
please give me your family's phone number after this
no,
event.
no, 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 no. Me and my parents argue a lot over this thing because I have been able to get more of life's perspective. And I'm also doing criminology right now. So I know the influence of society on behavior. So it's not just it's like you can't just tell me something and I'll take it with a grain. My mom told me before that men are not meant to wear earrings, for instance. But she didn't tell me why. Because you're
Okay.
not giving me the why, you're only telling me they are not meant to why. Men are not meant to wear skirt. Now back to that question, why? I'm looking at this comment now from Favor Olamide saying the Bible says women should dress modestly, decency, appropriately. But what are those things and who define them?
mhm.
Because
Okay.
that should be the important question. It's like you are dressing according to what the society is living in, considering modest, decent, or appropriate. So these are very important questions. Because I said, I think when I got
You
to
can't
realize
come
most of these people were lies, I think they were giving me a list as to why this thing is happening.
you can't come
Hello?
here, baby.
I don't know.
So pretty much society determines what we wear and how we should be and
Yeah.
what we
So
should look like.
But it shouldn't be that way
Should
then.
society then
No,
determine
it
what we
shouldn't.
wear?
No, it
Should
shouldn't.
society be the
It
determining
shouldn't.
factor?
I didn't get that. Sorry.
should the society, from what you guys are saying, it looks
Mhm.
like the society determines what we wear, what we do,
What we
what
should
we
do,
eat,
yeah,
where we
Yeah.
go.
We
yeah.
So
never, we
my
never.
question is, should society be the determining factor of how we
What we
live our
wear,
lives?
how we
It,
dress,
It's
it,
how we
not
do
that
everything.
society. It's not that society is what is telling us to dress this way. Society, like whether we like it or not, society influences the decisions that we make and the actions that we take. Like that's inevitable. Like we can't escape whatever society, like what we're raised in and what the society says. But we like I dress the way I want to dress. Like I don't dress based on, oh, a girl has to wear a dress, so that's why I'm gonna wear a dress. Or my parents want me to wear something that covers my entire body, so that's why I'm gonna dress that way. I dress the way that I dress because that's why I want to dress.
So let me ask you a question. Why is society then so angry at Bob Risky?
Say that
um,
again, you're breaking up.
Why is
Somebody has their
society
volume up again.
why is society so angry at Bob Risky?
I,
Why does and I'm
Hey,
asking and I'm asking this question because for me, I always tell people I would sit down any day with a Bob Risky, have lunch, be happy, laugh and smile, rather than sit down with any of our corrupt politicians who have not, like Bobrisky doesn't harm anybody, hasn't done any wrong to anyone. Why are we so anyway? I'm throwing that question out to you people.
Okay,
go
so
ahead, Tolu.
I wanna address something about responsibility, responsible dressing. Okay, look at today. I know that you young people will call it the trend and what is going on and all that. So let us forget culture, where we come from and where we grow up, and forget what society says. So, do we think it's right for a guy? For this is even women are doing it too. When a boy wears a pants, it's right behind their back, their butt. You see what I'm saying? It's like right under their, like almost at their knees.
so sagging.
Sometimes I look at that and I say, wow, this is, well, you might as well be naked so we know that you're naked. You see, there are some irresponsible dressing, and that is a trend also that we hear about, that everybody talk about. Should it, even girls are wearing like that. And also another thing is that you will see a girl or a boy, they have all that things all over their face, is rings and all that. I don't think that makes you responsible. Yeah, you might be a musician. Yeah, you might be aspiring a musician, and you might be somebody who wants to, do something in the social world and all that. You can do anything. There are people who sang even before this generation that we are well dressed and well coordinated and well put together. Why do we have to dress up that way? And like Tolu said, when we explain it to these children, we have to tell them why. Why I don't like that kind of dressing is it makes the person look very, very irresponsible.
So
I
you
know that.
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you,
it's to you. Yeah.
because
So
of
so
your
so
value.
Sister Blessing, let me now ask you a question. Let me play devil's advocate like I always like to do.
Yes.
If you have two people you are going to employ, a young man or two young men, and maybe they are working with you, and the one that you view in your as irresponsible, however he delivered on his job, he might wear his flip-flop to the office, wear earrings and wear nose ring and all, but on his job he is on point, he is on target. And then you have this other nice, churchous young gentleman that is always wearing his suit and always, good morning, ma, carries your handbag and does all of that. Who, when you're going to assess and you have to promote one, who will you promote?
Okay, so I want to answer that a little bit, because this is kind of different here. Because why I say it's different is because when you
Somebody's
go to look
volume
for
is
a
up
job,
again.
there is a code depending on the job that you're looking for. If you're looking to be a lawyer job or something, you dress in skirt and blouse or pants with pantsuit, or a woman or a guy. If you're looking for a piercing job, of course you come that way. Somebody will look at you, you're coming for a lawyer job, your whole face is pierced. They will not hire you because it's about the image of the company. So you want
But
to
that
dress
is
the job. It's like keeping the code of conduct. I don't agree with that.
Sister Blessing, all I'm just trying. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Even if the lawyer has started his office, if he has a track record of winning cases, I really don't care. because because you get me out alive. What you concern me and your case please? Or your this thing?
I like Tolu. He speaks in the way it is in his mind. Speak
No,
it,
no,
son.
no. No, because
I'm going to be having a discussion with your family very soon. Emmanuel is not speaking for a very long time. Please go ahead. Oh,
That's
please,
why he made
before we go on, Ada has a business. She sells these beautiful necklaces. Actually, my daughter bought one
Ooh,
and she wears
nice.
it. Please, you guys, we need to support our young people and build them up.
Yes,
So, Ada,
yes.
what you should do, you send me a link to your business where people can order. I'm going to promote it with this video. I'm going to do a paid ad. So it's going to really go wild. And
Yes.
Tolu, you have a business too, correct?
yeah. But it's an app, but it's not going to be out for
That's okay. Just send
yeah.
me the link,
Okay.
the app, how people can connect. And then Nena has a business with beautiful mink lashes that she does. We're
Oh,
going to post all of that. Yeah. So we should support each other here, right here.
yes.
And Pastor's book is still on Amazon, even though she doesn't really like it. But it's beautiful book. She wrote it when she was 7 years old, published
Wow.
it at 14. It's right there. Please, you guys go buy it. You see, she's never
Oh,
told anybody about it.
are you serious?
Her book is on Amazon. I keep selling the book and putting the money in my pocket. She didn't even know.
Oh
I
my
sold
God.
over 500 copies of that book in Nigeria.
Wow.
The
That's
day the
nice.
book released, it sold 700 copies at the first Vigor Award. One lady alone ordered about 50 copies right there. So
Wow.
she's not
Wow.
proud of me. I don't know why.
I'm
I've
proud.
sold over 1,000 copies of that book. She wrote it, she was 7 years old, puzzling paper and pen together in her room. And then we made it into a book. Okay,
Wow.
let's
Oh,
go on, Emmanuel.
Oh yeah. Like Tolu said, it could care less regardless if the lawyer could get him out of a case where which is
Emmanuel, speak up a little bit.
I said like Tolu said he said it could care less if the lawyer could get him out of the case which is facts, but what the question is, what's the probability that a world-renowned lawyer would be um not represent himself responsibly if he's a world-renowned lawyer? That's the real question. I think anyone in such position, whereas it could save you from a case, and he has a track record of winning cases. I don't think it would represent himself other than a winner. So yeah.
So it's okay to
Go
wear the
ahead,
rings
Pastor.
and all that.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Okay.
the probability of him dressing what people might call wayward is very, very low because he is a world-renowned lawyer.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean, you wouldn't find someone dressing or
Mm-mm.
representing themselves otherwise.
Exactly.
I mean, you can winner being a world-renowned lawyer.
Yeah.
First off, they probably wouldn't have the opportunity to become a world-renowned lawyer.
Exactly. And you're
That's
going to
correct.
look for a job. You want to be hired. You will look
I
out for
agree. I agree. And that's going
No,
to
no,
be
no,
my
no, no,
next
no, no.
question to Tolu, Ada,
No, no,
and
no.
Pastor.
I'm not going
Pastor,
to
go
let you
ahead
guys
first,
ride on
and
that.
then
yeah.
I will ask
Mm,
you.
like
Okay, so I wanted to like bring back what Tolu was saying, that like the idea of dressing responsibly or appropriately is subjective to what the person thinks responsibility or dressing appropriately is. So I'll give this example. If you were raised to think that the color black is actually called red, so for your entire life the color black, you were taught that the color black is red, for example. If someone now pointed to the color black and was like, oh yeah, this is called black, but you were taught that it's called red, it's like, now it's two different things because from what you know, the color black is called red. So it's the same thing with dressing responsibly or dressing appropriately. what you like, it's a subjective thing. Like what you think is dressing responsibly is not the same thing as what we think is dressing responsibly. There was a comment here that was there that was saying like a verse in the Bible that says women should not dress in men's clothes or men should not dress in women's clothes. For me, what like if we define now like women's clothes, men's clothing, why is it that men's clothes are defined as pants, no dresses, no skirts, and women's clothes are defined as dresses, skirts, and stuff like that? So like who defined women's clothes as one thing and then men's clothes as another thing?
Exactly, exactly. Because
That's a valid point. That's a very
you
valid point. So the Bible says women should not wear men's clothing and men should not wear women's clothing. So who defines which one is men's clothing and which one is women's clothing? Because men has two legs, women has two legs. They both go into pant or skirt. This is a very good point. Let's
I
talk about
think
it.
it
I
has
know.
to all do with the way we are designed privately. And I think that's what it is, because what will fit a man to package well and what will fit a woman to package well. And I think that's where all
Yeah,
that
but
is
Sister Blessing,
all
if
done.
you say like that in Scotland, the Irish people, the men clothing is a skirt, the squat
I
that they
know.
wear.
I know, but
And
then that becomes the culture that they live in. You understand? So that's why we say sometimes you cannot
So you
have
are
everything
agreeing
all
that the
over.
culture
And
that these children live in here in
okay,
North
sister.
America, it's okay for men
Okay,
to wear
sister
skirts.
Blessing. In my culture, I'm an Igbo woman. The men tie wrapper.
No,
Isn't
Uh-huh.
that in my culture? The men tie wrapper. George,
no.
Hannah Markwa. Yes,
Well, that's for that's not
that is our real culture. Our men tie wrappers, like they tie and then and when they had a year
Urobo
now
too,
about
Urobo people too,
that
yes.
is our culture. Even
The
exactly
men
even
tie
Urobo.
wrapper.
So how then do you define that men are not wearing women's clothes?
well. Then it becomes tradition. It becomes
So,
tradition and
so
culture
Sister
again.
Blessing,
It has to do.
if it's
No. It
tradition,
becomes
then these children in North America, their tradition allows men to wear skirt and girls to
no,
wear
no.
crop
We
top.
know. You see, one thing we are missing
So it's
is
okay.
no. We are missing something, and we are doing it wrong right now. The three of us right here, we are not telling the children the truth right here. Let me
No,
tell you.
we're
Yes,
going to
we
come to the truth.
we are at the truth now.
Let's talk
We
their reality. Let's
no,
talk about
reality is
their
what I'm
reality.
saying.
I
That
really want to talk
the
about that.
thing is that you see these children in this culture, like I said in the beginning, it's okay we wear pants because maybe for us it might be because it's cold, the culture and the area that we live in. So, but what we are trying to say is the way the dresses they wear are designed. It's nothing wrong with you're wearing pants or you're wearing skirts. You see, I have no problem with that. Like sometimes my kids will wear those ripped jeans. I'll close my eyes. I'm like, what are you wearing? You can't wear that. And they go, that's the trend. I said, what kind of trend? I didn't I see this trend going up, They say, Mom, that's the trend. You have to wake up. Wake up with what? I've been awake for so many years. So, but, but the thing is that is the way the dresses are cut and the way they are put together. They are ripped in the back, they are ripped in the front, and people are wearing pants instead of on their butt. They are putting it beneath their knees and they are walking. They're almost gonna fall. So it's not about whether it's pants or skirt or yellow or whatever makeup or whatever we wear. It's the way we put it on too. That is the thing that we need to understand for young people. They need to know that it's the way we are putting it on.
Go ahead, Ada.
Is it the way we are putting it on or the way it is seen as by to other
No, no,
people?
no, this is my
this is
person.
not
Sister
a
Nana, you
question.
explain that one.
This is not a discussion. So it is a question. During your time, like when you were like a youth, you were a youth, maybe you were in university. Did you guys ever like follow trendy fashion? Like, did you wear what was trending.
Yes, we do.
Like that.
We do.
I was gonna post one of my pictures.
We
I was
do.
gonna post one of my pictures from back in the days. I was
Yeah.
wearing a crop blouse. We call it half blouse and a short pants, but the picture is not loading. We dressed the way you guys dress. But let me tell you what
We covered
was
up.
happening to us at that time. We didn't have cases of rapes and all of this, but we have cases of responsible men. Jokes apart now, we have cases of responsible men coming to our villages to marry, and we were left behind.
Yes. Now,
Those men will come, the villagers will start telling them, say, don't go to that girl, oh, he used to walk naked to the street. Go
now
to this one, he used to be covered up. So those girls got married before us.
yeah, but
So
now
we have created problem.
I've seen the problem and I've solved it the wrong way. Instead of telling our young daughters to cover up this certain way, that's true, I guess. Is telling your male sons to respect women. Don't like
It's
realize
echoing
them.
again.
Don't see them especially because of how they dress. Look for a woman of quality, not how she looks, not how maybe she puts lipstick. I don't know. But look for her, yeah, people at her story, not how her appearance is. And that's where the problem is. I've solved it the wrong way. Instead of
It's
telling
doubling up. Doubling up.
instead of telling them help
Go ahead.
our young males not look at women as objects but as people, as equals, and that's the problem, and that's what we're trying to fix by. And I feel like the way we're dressing now, especially the youth, is us rebelling and saying this is not right. I should be able to wear what I want to wear and not have to think of how the men are going to treat me, or feel unsafe because I'm wearing less clothes. It doesn't make sense. If a man was to wear, you know how men wear long trousers. If a man was to wear three-quarter, they feel comfortable, they feel safe. Because their trousers are a bit shorter, they still feel comfortable in their skin, they still feel safe. So why shouldn't it be reciprocated for females? Like that's where the problem is about dress.
I totally am with you. A girl should be allowed to wear whatever she wants to wear. But where we are coming from as older people is, like in this society where there's so much ill, with rape and all, you want to make sure that you are appropriately dressed. Wear your bikini to the beach. Don't wear it to the office. However, a woman should be allowed to wear whatever she wants to wear. And I will say this because, Queen, remember we had this conversation a few weeks back where we talked about it's a girl that it was a woman's fault that she got raped because she wore this. That's why she got raped. No. How then would you say it's a 5-year-old's fault? Or a 7-year-old who also gets raped, who didn't wear the cloth? It was the cloth her mother or her father put on her. And yet, so pretty much the essence of this whole objective for the young men in the school was to ensure that people understand this hypersexualization of women and our bodies.
But don't you think that when we do these things, we are now making it known to people that this is because number one, men will rape whenever they want to rape. What you wear is not going to stop them. So I've seen people even wear this thing and then they will still rape people. But these are things that we should be from right from a young age that we should be talking about, like among ourselves, even as kids. Like our parents try to run away from it, but it didn't make any sense because these are things we were meant to discuss. Like, don't do this to a woman because this is the reason why we shouldn't be doing this, right? Because that is the only way things can actually change. Because you saying because when you tell the girl that don't wear this short skirt, right? The boy is going to understand. Is going to say, why are they fighting the girl from this thing? And then it's going to be, oh, girls are meant to be, and that's how that like ideology starts to like form, and they start to internalize all these things. So I think it's better off from a younger age if you want to solve these problems to actually educate people on why you shouldn't be doing this, rather than trying to run away from these issues. Because like I said, men would always rape. That doesn't stop anybody.
I completely agree. I agree with Solu because the Bible says that we should train up a child the way they will go. When they grow up, they will not depart from it. And it's because of that we didn't depart. Because our parents taught us this is how you should dress as a girl, this is how you should dress. Not so much for the boys, but the girls are well prompt. And we are told how to dress and how to coordinate ourselves and how to be and look like when we go out there. Because, then our parents will always talk about you're a girl, you should get married. Not that it's right, I'm not saying it's right now. Because Queen Anna and I talked about that the other time. So, so they say you dress up this way so that when a man
Turn
sees
down
you,
your volume. It's still echoing.
I don't know, somebody has something open, too much is open. Yeah. Okay. Is it better? Better?
No, it's still echoing. Okay, no problem. Sister Blessing, thank you guys so much. I only have 1 hour. I know some of the children have places to go, but it's absolutely a topic that I would really want to bring back on and really talk about it. This time we're going to be talking about it from a point of finding a solution, finding a balance, because you guys are very, open-hearted, open-minded towards the topic, but there are a lot of teenage people out there that are close-minded. Some of them are even suffering emotional abuse. Some of them are depressed over these issues because they are not free to wear what they want to wear, or they are being stigmatized on the kind of things they're wearing. So the next time I would have you guys on, we will be talking on how can we, bring some sort of solution to find a balance. Like Pastor said, who said pant is for boys and skirt is for girls? Who says black is the color black? These are very, very deep things to think about. And it's not a topic for just one day. I just want to say a very, very big thank you. If Nena Blessing can stay behind just for a few minutes so that we can just quickly deliberate and advise these cocoa intelligent children.
Yes,
so that they can go back. Tolu, I'm calling your family right now.
So a quick one, Queen, before the young men go. Will any of the young men be trying? Will any of the young men, Tolu and Emmanuel, will any of you be trying out his skirt?
Oh, Emmanuel is having Tolu is having his birthday organized by the very
because the essence of it is to sensitize. The essence of it is to sensitize you men as to what it feels like. I made my husband wear a high heel for one day, just so he feels and understands my pain. Okay.
So let's take it from Emmanuel. Emmanuel, go ahead. No, Tolu, go ahead.
What should I say? Sorry.
The question is, would you wear skirt and high heel? To the point where your wife in the future will say, I met my husband on high heels and skirt. That's why I fell in love with you.
No, of course not.
Wait. That comes back to convenience. Number one, most women don't even wearing high heels, right? So why I don't think I'll be able to do that. And like I said, it also comes back to convenience. My mom doesn't like wearing skirts. She has never, she hates wearing skirts. The only time you ever see her not wearing trousers or pants is when she's wearing a dress. So that all comes back to preferences, what you think you look good in, right? I've seen people look good. I've seen men who decide to just be themselves, and I'm happy when people are just expressing themselves and being themselves, right? Because
like Bobrisky.
Yes, because it can be really depressing.
That is very risky.
Yeah, it can be really depressing trying to suppress who you are because of who people think you should be. Right? It's like no matter I've always said this thing in life, and it's like no matter how far you get in life, you always never be happy if where you are in life, if your destination was never yours, if the goal was never yours to begin with, if where you wanted to be was not your own being. So it's like it all goes back to that part. So everyone should be who we are because we are all here for a very short time and we don't know when we're going to die. So why should we listen to what anyone wants us to be? As far as you're not doing anything illegal, I really don't care what you decide to do with your life. Just live your life to your face and make sure that everything you do is really what you want to do. That's all. So
Okay.
it's not.
So just 30 seconds. I'm going to landscape. 30 seconds. Tell the audience exactly your advice for them concerning the stigma around clothing. I'll start with you, Emmanuel. Your
Um,
advice to the public.
I would say just be you. Do what you want to do. Do what you gotta do. Do what conforms to your values. Do what conforms to what you
Speak
believe.
up a little bit.
I would say do what you do what you want. Do what's you. Do what conforms to your values. Do what conforms to what you believe. Um, yeah, and whatever you think represents you as an individual rather than a gender or based on cultural reasons. Do it. Wear what you're wearing because of that's who you are. So I think that's my advice to you. Don't do something because that's the norm. Because the norm, something that's normalized is not always normal. So it might be normalized, but it might not be your normal. So do what's you. Don't do what's normalized. Make it about you. Do whatever represents you as a person. So yeah,
Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for being on the Queen Amina show today. God bless you.
yes.
Tolu.
My own advice would just be to just be whoever you want to be, like who you want to be. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. Like no one's going to. When you if you die today, they will mourn you. They will probably come and jollof right at your burial, but that's it. And but it's like you should control your life because you don't know when you're going to die, and like don't let anybody dictate who you should be or when you should be. So just be you and do what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, life is we live and we die. That's it. So always make what happens in between count and make sure those goals and those ambitions and those accomplishments are yours and what you truly want with your life. That's all. I don't think that's all.
Awesome. I think I would love to talk to you guys 20 years down the road and see if you're thinking exactly the same way. Go ahead, Ada. You're muted, Ada.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like it's your life. Is like your life is precious. Is a gift. Like people you knew. Let's say when you were in high school, most of like probably some of them have died, and like it's like you're here for a reason. Don't let your hair be suffering. Like if your clothing is that important to you, and let's say you're in a household that, let's say you're transgender and they don't want you to dress a certain way, when you turn 18, get a job, move out. Like it's
Ah,
your life. If your last moment, no, for real. It's like in your last moment, because we don't know when we're going to die. In your last moments of life, what would you be thinking about? That's the question I ask myself. Will it be the things that I have done and I have failed at, or that I've been judged of, or that made me happy, or the things that I didn't do that I could have done that will be paining me the most? And that's honestly what I live my life by. Like, I don't want to regret anything before I die. So all I have to do is like be me, do me, whatever I'm happy with. Honestly, because happiness is everything. Like everything we do in a day is to make us happy. We're not doing anything to make us sad. So why should I dress to make me sad? So yeah, that's that's my own advice. Be you, do you.
awesome. Thank you so much, Ada, for coming on the Queen Amina show. And finally, our last panelist, Masa. What's your advice?
Yeah, so just like everybody was already saying, like it does, like you should have the freedom to dress however you want to dress. You should be able to do whatever you want to do, regarding like dressing, your actions and things like that, and your clothing shouldn't define who you are. So I think that anybody should wear whatever they want to wear and do whatever they want to do, as long as it's something that makes you happy, just like everybody has already said.
Wow. Thank you so much, Fasa, for being on the Queen Amina show. I think I would really love to revisit this topic few years down the road. Maybe when you guys are graduating, you might be seeing life a little bit different, and that time we can talk. My simple advice to you is don't do whatever you want to do, because whatever you want to do might give you a result of whatever you don't want to get. Because, like Emmanuel said, there are consequences in every action, every word, every dressing, also. But I respect you guys' opinions of what you believe, the society you live in, what you're living by now. And my prayer is your eyes will continually to be open and God will guide your steps. Okay? The Bible says that all things work together for good, including your dressing will work together for your good. God bless you all. Thank you guys so much. So I'm going to
Thank
have
you.
Nina and Blessing stick around with me, please. I think Ada is gone too. Yay, it's just the three of us now. Wow. I love hearing Nina, you're muted. I love hearing from our
Young
youth.
people.
I had a show in April with 12 years old. I think she's 12. Precious is 8, I think, or 10, 9. But just under 12 years old, three of them. Okay, and I was asking them questions on this coronavirus. I think I'm going to repost that show. It's amazing how they were thinking about this pandemic. And that brings me to having these young adults on this show right now, telling us how they feel about what society decides, what they wear and what they don't wear, who says pant is for boys and who says skirt is for girls. It's amazing.
It is.
What do
It
you guys
is.
say? I'm confused.
It's
This
amazing. It's
this
amazing
side
what
I'm
they
seeing
know.
is different.
Yeah. It's amazing what they know and what they believe in. And like they said, it's
Yeah.
actually true. They
Mr.
operate on
Blessing,
what
turn
they
down your volume.
okay. All right. Okay. They actually believe in what society is doing. They actually believe in the trend. Otherwise, you don't really belong. Otherwise, you don't really like. Emmanuel was saying, no, not Emmanuel. Tolu was saying that he wore slippers to his father's office, and like maybe the older people are just looking at him and saying, "Why is he wearing that?" And he feels that it's work. Maybe because his friends will do the same thing casually. You can't just go to work casually. We know that. You dress up, even if you're dressed down, you have like a flat shoe or, dress down dress, and you still look like you're going to the office. So they really do believe in the trend. They believe in what society, they care about what society wants to say, or what the other person is saying, or what the other person is wearing. But I think it is now our job to let them know that you can dress nice, but you can't just dress anyhow. Yes.
I don't think it's our job, though. Nina, what do you think?
Yeah,
We've
it
done
is
our
true.
part. These children have to face the world. They have to live their life. We are just there
Yeah,
to
I think,
guide.
what I really think is we are raising Nigerian children in Canadian world,
Yes.
not understanding that
It will
we
never
did
work.
not grow up with internet. We don't understand what it means when people don't like your video. Queen, like some days I'll put a video or a clip and nobody will like it. But for our younger children, it is like, you don't have people liking you. They didn't watch your face. And
I'm gonna go on because
many of us don't understand it, so
my
we
phone is
have to
going.
try to be vanguard parents. That's the word. Vanguard parents, meaning that while Like now, my son would tell me some things, and like my son would be like, "Mommy, I would do this to you," and I'll be like, "Chai, Chineke, if it was in the days of past, Koboko would be somewhere sitting down, nice, nice and hot, ready for you, you know." But now my children will tell me some things, and I'll be like, "Chai, now why is this my what a life?" My son will be struggling remote control with his father. I'll be looking, I say, "Hi, now wow." We growing up, you can't. Your father is sitting down there. You want to sit, eh? You
No,
know,
no,
so
yes. Yeah.
but now we're beginning to see that all those things really, don't like. It doesn't mean anything that you cannot share the television with your children, or you can't talk about some issues and hear them out. So it's an interesting age.
Yes, but sometimes they're educating us too, and it's us too
It is
to
quite interesting.
build education there. And when you look at the Christian world, they build relationship with children. Rather than back home, we have this unit, we have this togetherness, but that mom and dad, but the children born are Western, they are able fluent, they're very spoken, they will tell
We're losing
them.
you. We're losing you, blessing. It's not flowing straight up.
Yes, the children will definitely tell you how they feel. If they don't like it, if you do something and rub them off the wrong way, they're happy to tell you, "Mom, I don't agree with you. I
Exactly.
don't believe what you just said. No, this is not how it is." So we learn.
Learn,
But
yes.
it's having an open
Anyway,
mind to
we
want to
have to
learn.
revisit. We have to revisit this. I'm going to be bringing this up quite often because we really need to hear the voice of these children. Because if truly we say they are the leaders of tomorrow, then we have to start building them up as leaders now. Leaders don't get told what to do. Leaders tell people what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to start bringing them up as leaders now. Mentally, physically, emotionally, they have to know and be aware of the environment that they are in control. But if we continue to tell them what to wear, how to dress, what to eat, where to go, then we've made them into a puppet. We've made them into a robot that when they grow up, they will not be able to be in that leadership position. So
I
as
totally
much as
agree
I
with you.
don't agree they should be dressed naked, but it's part of it. We need to let them, like Nena said, live out their life. That way they know to make choices. When I was wearing half naked clothing, how did that help me in finding a job? How did that help me in finding a husband? How did that find me with a group of kind of friends that I was attracted to? Let them be the judge. Let them make the decisions by themselves. Those are all qualities of a great leader.
Learning.
They need to fail to learn. They
Yes.
cannot always win. You cannot always, like this morning, I woke up into a lightning storm. My daughter wore a big pant, and at the bottom of the pant was big hole. Those days when you look at those, you're like, this person don't decrease. The pants don't show. Now, the more ripped the pants, the more expensive it is.
Exactly.
So this is the truth we are living in. I will go shopping with my 16 years old and I will be in the shop with her. Our agreement is I choose what to wear and you choose what you want to wear. I would there if it's right with me, I pay for it. If it's not right with me, I walk away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But the truth is when we go to the store, you hardly find anything that is right to give me. Everything that is there is you have. What do they do? Even though we don't want them to wear it, where are they going to get food when you become a tailor? You start sewing things and covering your head. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this panel discussion. I think it was quite interesting. God bless you all. I will see you guys tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving Day. We are going to be around to come tell us what you're thankful for.
Oh,
Nina,
let me
you're
show
on
you
the
people.
top
My turkey,
there. We're
my
going to
turkey
talk
is in the
what we
oven
are
already.
thankful for.
My turkey is in the oven.
Bye, everyone.
See you all at 2 p.m.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Yo, yo, yo.
Bye.
Take care.